So guys, and welcome back to another episode. As always, I'm super grateful for you to be joining me here today. Now, if you love the podcast and you want to hear more, you make sure you hit subscribe. You make sure you are the first to know when a new episode drops. We're on a 365 days sprint, and I cannot believe that I've committed to it. But we're here now and we're going balls to the fucking wall to make sure that every single one of you that are listening in, who are tuning in, who are subscribed to the channel and are making it their mission to become their highest, hottest, best version of self, that they are brainwashed into believing it by the end of it. And if you are not, I'm sorry, you're not taking the information and putting it into practice. And that is the most important part of listening to anything that you're doing right now. We are in a generation, a day and age where consumption is at its absolute highest and women's action is at the absolute lowest. Guys, it is a great day to have a great conversation. It is an even better day for you to take this information and to apply it to your circumstances. So today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about why your inaction is actually action. Now, as women, one of the biggest things that I recognize as also a culprit of this, but since I've done the work, awareness is the biggest part of this puzzle, is that women are shocking decision makers. You might prove me wrong, but I would say majority of women are shocking decision makers. They have 1,000,001 tabs open all at once, and they are constantly in a state of trying to make decisions and lacking any sort of authority into making decision making. And one of the hardest things for women to recognize about their lack of decision making is that inaction is actually action in itself. Now, what happens is when women are posed with decisions in life, it is innately within our nature to go into the what if it goes wrong mindset. What if it goes right is somewhat of a little glimmer, but majority of women are going to the what if it goes wrong. And the reason they're going to the what if it's wrong mindset is because majority of women in the past have a track record of things not going to plan. And so they don't actually trust their decision making. And that is the key to this whole entire conversation. If you do not trust yourself, if you do not trust your decision making power, you are constantly going to feel like that your goals are never becoming a reality. And that's really difficult for most women to recognize because they would say, well, no, I can make decisions well. I can make great decisions. Great. No, I'm telling you right now, women's indecisiveness of should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I have this coffee today with the skim milk or should I be having oat-free milk? Should I be going dairy-free? Should I be doing Pilates? Should I be doing boxing? Should I be investing in Bitcoin? Should I be investing in the amount of decisions that we're making on the regular, guys? It is really, really a lot for humans these days. And there is so many options available. And particularly what we're seeing online is that there's so many different pathways to go down. Now, what happens is women get to the point where they just don't trust their decision making. And so they're not making decisions at all. Now, not making decisions at all and not getting into the fight, into the game, is a decision in itself because you're deciding to stay the same. And deciding to stay the same is the most frustrating thing that we can go through as a human. When you feel stagnant, when you feel like you're not growing and evolving and moving forward, you become infuriated. And most women are in a place of just standing still and they're watching the weeks go past. They're watching another Monday going past. They're watching people achieve all the things that they want to achieve, the body recompositions, the travel, the finances, the life. And they're standing there wondering, why can't I get out of the way of myself? Why can't I be doing these things? And I'm telling you right now, it's by recognizing you just need to fucking make a decision and own that decision and roll with it. And further to that, recognize there is no good or bad decision in life. Truly normalize. There is a decision that you are going to make when you trust your gut, and whatever is meant to unfold from that moment onwards will unfold from that moment. And it will either be something that will push you monumentally towards what you want in life, or it will teach you what you don't want in life and not what you want to do. And then that's also teaching you how to keep on moving forward, because sometimes moving forward looks like a process of elimination. Sometimes striking things out is quite literally the gateway to be able to figure out exactly what you do want. Now, for instance, if you can't decide what form of exercise that you love to do, and so you keep on trying to do the same thing. This was a hand on heart. I'm using my personal experience, that I felt that I had to be doing powerlifting, bodybuilding style of training. And that was because the people I was spending time with, they were really successful in what they were doing. They were really successful in their results with doing that as well. And I felt that I had to be doing this training style. Now, I would go and do the same thing over and over again. And I was frustrated and I wouldn't stick compliant to a plan. And I didn't feel happy in my training sessions and I felt bored and I didn't like it at all. And I kept on doing the same thing over and over again because I didn't trust my decision making in what was best for me. And further to solidify that, I'd had some pretty conflicting, interesting situations with people scolding me in the past about liking functional training and liking combination exercises as well. So that had further solidified to me that I didn't trust my decision, nor was I an expert, or nor should I be. Not I really doubted myself, and that was from my environment. That was from people that were around me. But I lost the trust in myself to make the decisions that I really truly knew what were in my best interest, and that was dialed down by lack of self belief, lack of worth, and lack of understanding. Now, if I had just got back into the game sooner and got back into training the way that I loved, it would have just skyrocketed my health and fitness journey and chapter tenfold. But you have to get in it and to know what you do want and what you don't want and start recognizing the signals sooner and quicker. That's the other really, really important thing. Most people, they'll make a decision in life, and then we feel like when we're making these decisions as well, I know for me personally, I've seen the internal monologues that go on with women that I work with, that they feel that this decision is going to be the most life-altering decision, that nothing is ever going to be the same again, and that they have to stick to this decision for their whole entire life, and that there's no changing. Once they've made this decision, that's it. For most of the time, it's not that. I mean, there's definitely decisions in life that are going to be pretty monumental, to say the least, but in the most part, it's not going to be that dramatic. And so we recognize and we normalize that decision making should be something that you should be making constantly. You should be making quick decisions. You should own the decision, trust your gut, go in on it, and recognize that it's either going to be taking you a leap forward or a step to the side, but it's not moving back. And so if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of your life at the moment and nothing is changing, it's probably because you're not making any decisions. And it's probably because you are outsourcing your decision making to the people that you love and around you. And you're asking everyone, should I do this or should I do that or should I do this? Instead of actually listening to yourself, what do I actually want to do? What do I actually believe in? What feels right for me? And just getting yourself into the game to start off with. And so the secret to having whatever you want in life is quite literally hidden on the other side of your decision-making skills. Own a decision. Go in with the idea that it could be the best thing that's ever happened in your whole entire life. Or it could be something that you're going to learn from, but recognizing that, like, realistically, no one's going to die from the decision making, and that it's going to be carving out the way towards your future. Now, the other thing that you need to really recognize about decision making, and I think that for me, this is something for me definitely, but I hear it a lot from women, particularly when I'm working with them, that they have this perfectionism mindset. And what happens with people when they're making decisions is they feel that it has to be perfect. And they feel that if everything isn't done completely right and it's not perfect, that it's not actually going to be successful and it's not going to work out. And this happens so much with health and fitness and people working towards their fitness goals, that if something derails or something that's not perfect, that they take that as a sign that it hasn't actually worked out. When it works, working towards our goals and working on whatever you're working in life, whether that's business, health, mindset, whatever it is, your perfectionism mindset that so many women label as a badge of honor is actually self-sabotage. And whether you like it or not, perfectionism mindset is a form of self-sabotage. And people are like, no, that's like my high standards and that I'm a perfectionist and I like things to be done right. No, majority of people are using the perfectionist mindset to not do anything at all because it's not going to be perfect. You need to normalize that doing something is better than nothing, and that the word that you should really be focused on is consistency, not perfectionism. And anything that you're working towards, I shit you not, anything that you're working towards, if you can replace the word perfect with consistent, then your goals are going to come a lot faster, a lot quicker, and a lot better. And so don't be wearing that as a badge of honor, that you are someone who is a perfectionism mindset and that everything has to be done perfect. Because I guarantee you right now, you're not doing the things that you should be because you're so transfixed on everything being perfect. And that takes time to outtrain. It takes time and it takes receipts, like I talked in the last podcast, collecting receipts to prove that even if you don't do it perfect, that doing something is better than nothing. And this is why when I'm coaching clients, my biggest thing is about consistency game, and the biggest muscle that you're going to teach out and train in the most important muscle is your mind muscle. And so for instance, if you're trying to get the body physique results and you really want to have an amazing incredible physique, you need to recognize that going in and doing the workout, even if you go in and do one exercise and then leave the gym or leave your home environment, that's still a win. And that is still you moving the needle towards your goals. If you go in and smash it 110%, absolutely baller session, incredible. But the biggest part of it all is keeping that momentum up. And so one thing that I really work on with coaching with clients is recognizing that the momentum is the most important part of it all, not the perfect sessions where you feel amazing the whole entire time, because it's life. Shit's going to happen. Things are going to happen that are out of your control. But if you can build the mental resilience and you can build the grit to keep on moving forward, that's how you're going to keep moving forward towards your goals, and your goals happening really quite quickly. And overnight, people will be saying, I don't know how she did it. Well, she was consistent and she showed up when she didn't want to. Yeah. But the most important part of this whole entire situation is that if you can't commit to doing things, own that decision and make that promise to self and then follow through, you're never going to have self-trust. And that's like most people talk about that their shitty ex-boyfriend broke their trust, or a family member, or someone at work broke their trust before, or a friend really broke their trust. But no one's talking about the fact that they actually broke their trust so many times before. And the micro promises that they made to themselves, they broke. The decision making that they didn't make, they broke trust with themselves because they didn't back and believe themselves. And so if you want to build confidence within self, if you truly want to feel confident within who you are, you have to be willing to start listening to that internal conversation and tell inner you that I trust and back and believe you. And I believe that the decisions that we're going to be making are for our highest, best version of self. But the women who have it all, the women who are achieving the extraordinary, are not the ones that have got perfect circumstances or that have made the perfect decisions and have had the dots of everything lining up. It's often the women who have had so many things go wrong that they recognize that they were just in the game. They just stayed in the game. And you think about every single famous athlete that's gone before us, or people that have done incredible things in the past. It's not because they were perfect all of the time, or that they got every home run, or they got every basketball hoop in. Like, they did thousands of missed reps. They did thousands of failures, thousands that you wouldn't have seen. But yet the tiny, tiny little micro that they actually did win made them the best, and they just stayed in it long enough. So start becoming the woman who makes decisions quickly. Start being the woman who just acts on her intuition. And I know Mel Robbins talks about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method of just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make a decision, own that decision. Realistically, you shouldn't be simmering on things. You shouldn't be ruminating on things. And even I think when I do coaching calls and people are looking at like signing up to coaching and working towards me, one of the biggest things that I will hear is either finances, for sure, because people are in a financial position of like, can I? That's fine. Second of all, it's that I need to think on it. I need to sit on it and think on it, even though they know who I am. They've seen the results. They know what the program is, or I need to ask my spouse. And I'm telling you right now, like, you know what's in the best interest for you. You know what's right for you. And if you're seeking consult from other people, or you're sitting in your thoughts for too long enough, this is why you're in the position that you are. Truly, the reason that you're in the position that you are is because you are not taking action in life. It's quite simple of think less, do more. And when you recognize that you make decisions quickly, and the women who sign up, who don't seek validations, women know the financial position of their like household and things. They don't need to ask their husband. And I'm telling you right now, if you are asking your partner, and I'm not saying this is in like a shame on asking your partner and consult, of course, like if your financials are shared and you guys are, and you really do need to financially discuss it, for sure, ask. But realistically, I know my partner. I know Ryan. And if I go to him and I'm like, hey, I've done this, or hey, I made this decision and I started the ball rolling, he's like, fuck yeah, amazing. Yes. Your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, your girlfriend, they don't want to hear you agonizing over things. They don't want you to be talking about the same shit over and over again and not taking action. It's boring. And I've been that person 100%. And I still definitely have moments of it. But talking about things isn't doing the things in life. Please normalize that talking about things and saying, I want to do this and I want to do that, and not actually taking the actionable steps to be able to doing it is quite literally the reason that you're in the position that you are right now. So start being the woman who owns their decision and goes all in on it. Like the women that go all in get the fucking results. If they remove the idea that what if it's going to go wrong and what if this circumstance, no, shut the fuck up. Honestly, shut the fuck up, make a decision, own the decision, go feral with what you're deciding and going on and give it your all. And if it doesn't work out, well, at least you're in the fucking game and not standing on the sidelines bitching to every single person that will listen to you about how tragic and sad your life is. And that is a hard pill to swallow. I'm sorry, my friends, but it's true. Yeah? If you want to become the highest, hottest, best version of self, if you want the body, the bank account, the life, make some decisions today. When you're standing there, own your decision, own your choices. People respect women who own their choices, who aren't these insecure little bitches who are standing on the sideline. Oh, should I do this or should I do? Next time you are out at a restaurant, this one's a little one that you can just start simmering on it, or you're around people and they're ordering drinks and you're trying to like figure out, literally look at the fucking menu yourself and choose what you want to eat. Not what your friend is eating, not what your friend is drinking, not worrying about anything else. What do I want in this moment right now? And you might get FOMO that they chose a better thing and they got a better dish, but then you learn that, next time I go to this cafe, I won't be ordering that. And I made a decision and I owned the decision, and that felt fucking good in itself. If it was me, I would be like, you know what? I chose the wrong one, but I'm never going to tell anyone. I'm owning my shit. 100% I'm owning my shit. Right or die. I ordered the best fucking dish on the planet. Fuck you all. I got the best one, and hype it up and sell the dream. But you got to start owning it. And it's in the tiny decision. I talk about often the tiny decisions in life make the biggest impact. When you are making decisions quickly, it's not sitting on it, not putting something in a cart and sitting on it for months and weeks and years. Make a decision, own that decision, and stop sitting on the sidelines watching other people go past who are just making decisions quicker than you, more quick than you, better yet. Guys, it is a fucking great day to go out and make some decisions, to own your decisions, to stop being the tragic agony aunt who is agonizing over this, or should I do this, or no. Just make a decision and get in the fucking game, girl. Like, go fucking feral towards what your North Star is calling towards and see how good it feels. Guys, it is a fucking great day to make some incredible things happen. It is an even better day to go out and do the things that make you feel fucking amazing, not anybody else. And just get in the game. Get in the game. Go out, be kind to other people, be even kinder to yourself. Make sure you hit subscribe to the podcast, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.